Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another fine edition of the Jimmy Palumbo Show. That's right, show number 242. Still can't believe we're doing 242 of these. And of course, behind the glass, your friend and mine, Mr. Dave, house full of sick people, Sturchio, coming to you live from downtown Dunellen.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It is. It's been a couple weeks over here. Like it's just been like, hey, I got it. Oh, how about you? You want it? I'm gonna get it over here. You get it over here. Let's watch the sheets a million times. Let's do all this other shit. It just doesn't freaking end. But I think I'm on my voice is a little hoarse, but outside of that, I'm finally feeling better than I was like Thursday.
Yeah, kids hugging you with the sniffles.
Oh my God. And today's parent teacher conferences, we finally got that call. They're like, hey, Miles is not only running nose, but we just took his temperature. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Once you get the call from the nurse,
it's over. It's a wrap.
They don't want your kid in the school.
Yeah. Can we? It's like, and when you pick them up, they like walk him out as if it was like ET. You know what I mean? Like the hazmat suits and shit. They're all like walking him out like he's a freak. I'm like, dude, the guy's got the sniffles. Leave him alone.
Just a little sniffle day here at Shea. Well, of course. Show number 242, which means we take the last two numbers, 42, and I really can't think of any Yankee who wore 42, but I will, first thing, you got Jerry Coleman, pitcher in the 50s, Art Fowler, a coach of the Yankees, Venditti, definitely just drove off the road, Dave LaPointe, who me and Artie Lang, Artie Lang and my brother are convinced they can get a hit off Dave LaPointe. And of course, you got Mariano and Jackie Robinson, which that always annoyed me that Mariano had to share it with Jackie Robinson. But we giggle about that. But both of them obviously deserve it. 42 on the Giants, Charlie Connerly, who I believe is in the Wall of Fame there. You got your boy Clowney on the Cowboys. It said that 42.
Yeah, currently. Yeah, you're right.
Currently, and then you got Anthony Mason.
And Anthony Mason was 14.
It said he 1 year he was 42. So
as a Nick, he was 14 because 10-year-old Dave Sturchio owned his jersey. So
probably with the 9 teams he played after the Knicks, he was 42. Then of course you have Connie Hawkins, old-time NBA player, who had my brother used to tell me that Connie Hawkins, I remember this as a kid, had like the biggest hands in the NBA. So I Googled Connie Hawkins hands, right? Now, his length was 10.5 inches with a span of 11. So they have on YouTube videos. I'm going to make you do this after the show.
And if you're just tuning in, he's talking about his hands.
Okay. Yes, talking about his hands. But I want you to Google Connie Hawkins. Just Google Connie Hawkins. There's a YouTube video, dude. It looks like a grapefruit. It's so funny. And we used to do it as little kids when you had a smaller ball in your hand, and my brother would grab it like a softball. And he would yell out, Connie Hawkins, which no one gets.
It's funny
but
that
there's a whole story behind him. He got caught in the point shaving scandal, ended up in the ABA and blah, blah, blah. Wow. But everybody says he was like a really good player. James Worthy, of course. And then I also got to give a shout out. Michael Ray Richardson passed away today. Michael Sugar Ray, point guard, a guard with the Knicks in the early 80s. He was so good, man. But another guy got caught up in the cocaine wars and all this different stuff. So, and he ended up playing in Europe for 15 years, made money and all that stuff. And also, great coach Lenny Wilkins passed away this week.
Yeah, he just passed too.
The only thing I remember about Lenny Wilkins is this. When the Knicks, there was a stretch where the Knicks really stunk, but the year he coached, they were 500. If you look back on it, he should have won Coach of the Year. But Lenny Wilkins, a very well-respected
not to put a damper. I mean, you're giving your thoughts and your prayers for people that passed away, and obviously I woke up to the strangest news last week. Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Nealon.
Yes, I just wrote Cowboy guy.
Yeah, I mean Marshawn Nealon was a second year guy. I got, what really stinks is when I'm I don't want to say I'm connected, but like I know a lot of people in the building. Like, and I'm not even. I try not to. I don't drop names or anything like that. But I know people that know every detail about everything all the time, and people hit me up with all the details pretty much immediately. And I was like, God, man, like didn't have to be this way, didn't have to end this way. But I'm just, obviously I'm a big advocate on mental health and everything like that. So I just pray for everybody to just continue to just talk out loud, man. Like how many times Jimmy's been on the receiving end of one of my outbursts, like, and he knows.
You just feel it's just terrible. I mean, you're so young and the distraughtness, it just goes to show you. I mean, NFL player had a decent game. And not a decent,
scored a touchdown on
scored
Monday.
A touchdown and he was
and dead on Thursday.
I just, if anybody, sometimes you got to open your mouth. If you think one of your buddies is struggling, man, you got to just say, hey, I don't know. It's terrible. It's just it's too young just to, it's bad enough we have people ODing on drugs that they think are healthy or safe, and they get the fentanyl, and then you get people that shoot themselves. Oh man, terrible. Nice. But yeah, that's well, I guess we mentioned 3 who passed away, and comes in threes, as the old ladies say at the church. Yeah, that's it. So that's number 42. Of course, the Yankees don't have anybody anymore at 42 because, matter of fact, Mariano, people don't realize, was the last player because he was still playing when they made everybody get rid of 42, and they let Mariano run it out. So
they did that with baseball with 42. Did they do that with 99? I think they did that with 99 in hockey. Like, I don't think anybody's allowed to wear 99 for Gretzky.
Really?
I think. I don't know.
You know what? Well, listen, we'll call up. Let's ask Chris Gucci. He'll know. The NHL. No, nothing better than November NHL talk. I do not know.
Listen, Rangers won their first home game last night, and we're in November. November 10th was their first home win last night.
Well, I'm sure one of my boys will come in on the on that 9. That'd be interesting. I did not really. That's a big honor. I guess Jackie Robinson was the first African American player, and he gets it. But you just, if you're really, well, then why everybody should have 56 should be banned on every team then too.
Well, there's a debate for that.
What
you're saying? The greatest football player to ever live?
As far as I'm concerned, if NFL is going to ban retire a jersey league-wise, it's got to be Jordan at 23, LT at 56.
I would not be opposed for Jordan's number to be retired.
I couldn't handle it. It'll be another shitty documentary. But even more importantly, it is baseball card day here at Shea, and of course, we have a guy. You might remember this guy. I doubt it though. But his name is Mr. John Burkett.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that name sounds familiar.
And here's why, because he pitched for 15 years. He's a righty out of Beaver, Pennsylvania. It's Beaver Day. Nice Beaver. His record was 166 and 136. Any fan of Airplane, his funniest line of all time. Which the guy was holding up a beaver. I laugh at that. Whenever that show is on, I wait.
That movie was ahead of its time, man.
Oh my God. Can't wait. I just watched it like 6 months ago with my buddy. We were crying. But he won 166 games, 4.31 ERA, 423 starts, 2,600 innings. Played with the Giants, Florida, Texas, Atlanta, and Boston. In 1993, he was 22-7, made the All-Star team.
Oh, you said Beaver's Naked Gun, not Airplane. Leslie Nielsen, same shit.
No. Airplane, isn't it?
I don't know. Will Pena's coming and saying Beaver is Naked Gun. It was very possible. It's the same guy.
It's the same guy. You know what? I usually don't make mistakes like that. I thought it was.
Oh, shit.
No, you might be right. You might be right.
Boy.
Think about it. That's a good call right there.
The Hollywood guy gets taken down by the fan.
Taken down on that. But, that's right. He was in. Yeah. It is Naked Gun now that I think about it. Anyway, here John Burkett here, lovely fella. 1996. This is where you know him from. He pitched a game against the Yankees in the ALDS. 9 innings pitched.
Baltimore?
Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Texas. 9 innings, 2 earned runs against the Yankees. Yankees won the series. And
what do we beat? Baltimore in the ALCS that year?
We beat Baltimore, then I think Texas, and then the Atlanta. 2003 in the ALCS, he played pretty well for Boston, but Yankees beat him up in the ALCS, got him for like 5 or 6 runs. He was traded twice, once for a player to be named later, which is always very important to us. But again, that's why I do the segment. I found something. He is a pro bowler. He's on the PBA tour. PBA.
I wonder if he's any good. I wonder if he's as good as. Who do you think you are? I am. Pete Weber.
Pete Weber, another great. That's a great reference. He's on the PBA 50 and PBA 60, which means he's over 50 and over 60. He also pitched the first complete game in the ALDS of all time. He also got the first postseason win ever for the Texas Rangers, which that's another weird stat you can't take away from. He also batted .093 in his career, 50 for 540. He also bowled 32 perfect games on tour with the PBA.
Actually, it becomes, I don't understand how that becomes like easy to do.
And he also, he's been quoted many times to say, which I find this funny. You pitched for 15 years in the major leagues, right? And you're like, yeah, I was always way better in bowling, but I got drafted, so I just decided to, like, you were also throwing 90 miles an hour, and you were your best player within 70 miles of where you grew up. And I decided that'd be like me saying, yeah, I was doing a podcast, but you know what? I decided to be on SNL this week. Like, what are you talking about? But yes, he always says I was a better bowler than a baseball player. He's got 3 kids, Avery, Maxwell, and Reed.
Oh my God. We're giving shout outs to the fucking kids' names.
And also, he's in the Beaver County Hall of Fame. So, hey, nice Beaver, John Burkett.
Oh my God.
From The Naked Gun. It's so funny. Listen, he knows they know their Beaver there. Beaver County. Well. I'm guessing it's somewhere near, got to be near Penn State, right? Beaver Stadium. There's got to be something with that. Anyway, John Burkett, and on the back of his card, it says he's an avid fan of the Pittsburgh Penguins. I was going to
say, I was hoping you would say the Jimmy Palumbo Show, but
and he's about my age, so God bless him. All right, Patreon. Now, sadly, Patreon. No, we're doing good. We just got LT. We're good. We are not mired. We're at 55. I can't believe we don't have a 56 yet. So all you fans 13 and over, go out to the Patreon, patreon.com, search the Jimmy Palumbo Show, and you can join up and support this lovely show. I'd like to give a big shout out to Bob Sheehan, my buddy from high school, big Bears fan. My mother, I want to give a shout out to my mom. And also Rob Pastor, who I saw at the Rutgers Hoops game the other night, which we'll get more about later. And we hopefully we'll get an LT soon. We got to get an LT.
That's still one of my favorite scenes from the original Beer League when Artie puts it. He's like, I bet on my mom because, you know, like I love my mom. And then he's just like, fucking mom, motherfucker.
Oh, it's one of the funniest lines.
Literally one of the, I was freaking over him.
It's a great one. Anybody who knows, watch Beer League for the scene in Seaside. And it's actually before Hurricane Sandy. So you see all that stuff that got blown out. There's
you're right.
Really good shot of it. And that whole thing, even the one that ended up in the water there, that famous shot. So you can check that out. But don't forget now, if you're feeling like shit and you need shit your body needs, chasingmiracles.com, stem cell patches, shit your body needs. Go give a call to Tommy and Donna. They will take care of you. This stuff is non-invasive, no needles, patches. I have them on right now.
Pink Bear Man.
We're getting Beer League references out the wazoo here.
Jim Brewer is one of my favorites too.
Yes, indeed. So go to chasingmiracles.com. I also got to give a shout out to Donna. Her mom she's ailing. I don't know if it's quite a hospice thing, but her mom, who's a piece of work, a real pistol, is, has some health issues as an older person. So we say some prayers for Donna's mom. I'll leave it at that. And that is it for chasingmiracles.com, your friend and mine. Well, let's see. I think we have some sports to discuss. The football Giants. I'm wearing a Giant hat. Christmas came early. The Giants fired Dabol. End of the day, when you're 2-8, 3 seasons in a row, and you have first round draft picks out the wazoo while you're coaching for 3 years in the NFL, first year you made the playoffs. But even that year was odd. They started off good, then they lost a ton of games in a row. Bottom line is, I think Dabol deserved to get fired. I also think the GM deserves to get fired. They had a list of his draft picks. So many.
No, he's they've gone on record and said they're keeping him around, and he's going to be involved in the head coaching search.
Well, you know what? Let's see how this season goes. I'm not sold on him being around either. I'm guessing that guy Tisch, maybe because Mara's been ill. Tisch was in Chicago. at the game. He was in the locker room after the game. So I'm not so sure. They didn't. Let's see. He's in the search committee, but
so right now they're going to give it to Mike Kafka, the offensive coordinator. He's going to be the interim coach to see what he can do with what it was. They're 2-8, so yeah, seven games left. But I'm very curious to know where they go from here as far as a head coach is concerned. I have a wish list for Dallas, but then they made the Schottenheimer call. But I think you want to toughen this freaking team up, man. You give Jim Gruden a chance. John Gruden a chance.
I know. You think so?
John Gruden. I tell you what. Listen, all the bullshit aside, where again, all that's been proven. Either I don't even know, to be honest. But Gruden would shape that team up pretty fucking fast.
How old is he though? I feel like he's a little old.
He's still very active. He's with Barstool now, so he's like still doing content and his breakdown. I've learned so much from John Gruden.
I used to love that show with the quarterbacks. He was
You
know what? At this point, they've gone the assistant route and that failed. So I don't know.
Maybe your boy finally comes home.
Who?
Belichick.
No way. He's too old. Come on. He's too old.
Just saying, man.
He's too old. Look how old his girlfriend is. His girlfriend's old. She's like 24 now, 25. I don't want Belichick.
What about you want Prime? How about Prime?
Oh, please. What a mess.
And he'll go trade for his son because his son's getting lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, the Giants are just so bad. The game, what's funny? And on the NFL Stink segment, which is coming up, I think the Bears stink. And I'm like, they stink, bro. I don't care what anybody says. I'm watching that game.
I don't think Caleb's that good of a quarterback, to be honest with you.
I think the Bears stink. I
don't think they stink. Like their record, Bill Parcells there says, you are what your record says you are, but
Giants should have been up in that game by a lot of points. The Giant defense, they spent a lot of money on the front four, and I thought that was going to be the difference this year. But I got to tell you, I think Carter is well on his way to being a bust. I think Thibodeau's a bust. Banks is a bust. Listen, they had no sacks. The guy threw 36 times. I know he's elusive and fast, but still, I actually was watching the game on my couch, and I said, I'm going to key on Abdul Carter because they're both on 51 and number 5. And, dude, the stumbling around, the lack of speed on Carter is I think he's too slow. Thibodeau's too light. They get pushed around. They're always around. They don't close on the quarterback. I think they suck. Also, Dart, hey, another reason why Dabol got fired. The guy is getting his bell rung, and I thought, who's the guy? I'm convinced that's another scam in the NFL. The guy in the booth that says he can call down.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes gets his helmet flies off, and he doesn't go to
the independent neurologist.
Yeah, and
it's a freaking show. It's all
Dart looked like
somebody just teach the goddamn kid to slide, man. It's not a hard concept.
But what about your quarterback is getting belted all game, and you have design running plays where he's running high like sweeps. It was horrible.
That's the style quarterback he is,
But you don't call it. I get it. If you're scrambling, you got to do what you got to do. But they're having called plays.
Yeah, design runs. Yeah,
not when you're getting your bell rung the whole game. These were bad design runs. They weren't naked boots. They were it was horrible. Our offensive line stinks. And what's the first thing the new coach has to do is send an email out. Anyone involved with our kicking game, please report to the coach's office. And you're gone. I don't care if your job is to rub the balls down in the bag and pump them up, keep the air in, little 18-year-old kids. I'm so sorry. Our kicking game, our punter actually cost them the game. You know that, right? You can't shank a punt. He stinks. We have a shitty punter. We have shitty kickers. It's all shit.
Where's Steve Weatherford when you need him?
Oh, my God. Jeff Fiegel's my real estate agent. He should be still kicking.
That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say because I don't like Weatherford. I like Fiegels. Fiegels is the guy.
Just the whole thing. I think the Giants are going to have the first pick. You watch. I mean, they're tied. They're get down a game. And the Panthers.
If I'm the Giants and I'm a new GM, or even if it's Joe
Shane, you want to lose.
No. What I'm saying is draft wise, if you really truly believe that Jackson Dart is your franchise quarterback, then you got to trade it. Yeah, you got to trade it.
Or you got to get somebody. I think the Giants are in a bad position because they're going to really suck, and then they're going to have the pick of the litter in the NFL college bet, and then they got to decide. Well, I know there's like 8 quarterbacks, and we like I'd rather have the kid on Oregon whipping the ball around, but and all of a sudden now oh no, we got our guy. Are you sure? Are you sure? But I think Dart was having a decent game yesterday.
I think they got their guy. I think
they either got to look for a team that's hurting for a quarterback, and you could trade it for a couple of picks, or you got to take an offensive lineman, which is the boring pick.
Doesn't matter.
Some of those boring picks 3 years later, like, it's funny. We're getting no pressure on that other side.
Right. Like when they picked Zach Martin in 2014, I was like, I'm good.
Because if you noticed, what's his name on the Giants, that offensive lineman, he's a Pro Bowler on the left. My God. Anyway, no one ever gets near him. He came back from the injury, and there's no pressure on that side. So you get someone on the other side or in the middle. I don't know, but the draft is another thing. Nobody cares till like 3 years later, and you realize you suck. The Giants are going to have the first pick of the draft. I firmly believe that.
I might have to go to the draft next year if Dallas really does have 2.
Where is the draft?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's in Pittsburgh.
You're going to go to the draft. That's all.
No, not really, but I'm just throwing it out there. I want to go out to training camp in the
First of all,
it's Oxnard, California.
You have 2 children.
I would bring them.
Oh my God! If you know what, I want you to run for governor. If you can get, you go to the NFL draft in Pittsburgh through Congress. I think you should run for House.
I gotta wait for it to reopen first.
Oh my God! No way! I want to. You know what I want to do? Why don't you put a secret camera in your kitchen when you first tell your wife you're thinking about going to the NFL draft with the kids? That's all I want to see her react. Is it? If she's a saint, she'll say, "That's a great idea, honey. Sure, go away for 3 days and spend $5,000 go see it."
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
I would take him to training camp.
I don't even want you to watch it on TV. That's how bad that is. Anyway, I went to the Rutgers game, Rutgers, Maryland. You know what? I got there right around game time. It was a fine day at Rutgers Stadium, a rare, beautiful day, 65 degrees. And Rutgers played well, I thought. Maryland stinks. They're not good either. But
that running back ran his ass off. Like, is that the first 200-yard rusher since 2012?
Yeah. He played really well, and he ran the ball well. He was chucking the ball around, too. And it was just a good old-fashioned game. They were in control the whole. One of those games where you can't say, Maryland should have won. No, they shouldn't have won at all. And so that was fun. I went to the Rutgers basketball game last week. They beat Rider. Now Rider stinks, but they're 2-0. They beat Rider and Maine. Which did you know Cooper Flagg's twin brother plays for Maine? Did you know that?
Wait, that wasn't a joke when you texted me that? Wait, he has a twin brother who's still in college?
Well, Cooper only played a year.
Oh, so he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
And he's not as good.
Not as good. You play for Maine? How can you go from
dude, you know what? Not for nothing. When you texted me that last night, and I was in and out of sleep, so I couldn't even respond. But like when you texted me that,
you thought I meant a guy looked like him?
Yeah, I thought I was like, oh, he's like, it's like saying like Tim Duncan plays on the Knicks or some shit.
Let me tell you, he looks the part too. He looks like Cooper Flag. He drives to the hole, but he stinks. I guarantee he'll be on Rutgers next year. Watch, Rutgers will take him.
That's so funny.
Cooper Flag. Imagine you're the twin brother and you're not the one as good. Oh, that's hysterical. Maybe he gets laid more though. He's got something on his brother.
God.
But Rutgers 2-0. We know nothing about Rutgers.
I say they're going to win. How many games they play? 20? 24?
30.
30. Okay.
I think they're going to win 12.
Jesus Christ.
They're going to go 5. They have a stretch of like
November is our month, bro.
No, let me tell you. They have a stretch of like Purdue, Michigan State, Tennessee, Notre Dame. Oh, nice, yeah. On the road. Nice. Okay. Well, I'll tell you,
Tyson said all the genes went to Cooper.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my God. So Rutgers has a bye week this week, and then they play Ohio State, which in my 43 years of watching Rutgers sports, I think the Rutgers-Ohio State game is the most unwinnable event I've ever been. And I've been at some bad events.
Well, what's the spread? Do you know the spread?
The spread's got to be 30.
I'm going to look it up. I have to.
No, there's no spread yet.
There has to be. No, there has to. There's a
futures. No, not advanced.
I guarantee there is.
Well, the other thing is, what happens? What do you think happens, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If somehow Ohio State were to lose to UCLA this week, right? Can you imagine a ornery 10-1 or 9-1 Ohio State coming?
This is
what is it?
That was basketball. It's like, oh no. I was gonna say because it got Rutgers as favorites.
Oh, please. But could you imagine Ohio State if they somehow lose a game before the Rutgers game Rutgers going into the horseshoe?
Yeah.
I think it's an unwinnable game. And then they play Penn State, who might be 5-6. We could have 2-5. It could be our little. It's going to
be. It'll be very interesting.
Penn State lost Penn State. I think we're going to finish 5-7. Who am I kidding? Penn State's better than us. But the Penn State Indiana game, I only watched some of the highlights because I was at the Rutgers game. But that catch to win the game, oh my god,
dude, what's this guy? I still think he's the greatest play-by-play guy of all time. And I'm drawing a blank with his name, but he's like every big play, he makes you feel like they just won the whole damn thing, and it's so. Man, I'm drawing a blank. Somebody in the comments help me out here, but I think he's the greatest. Mostly for college football. He does some NFL games, very, very seldom NFL games. But he'll just be like, he'll say the dumbest shit in the world. He'll be like, don't invite me for dinner. It's like, what? What does that even mean? I don't know. Like the way he delivers it. No, not Bill White. No. Anyway, go ahead.
I know we're like
it's drawing blank day here, Jay.
We don't know. Our chat GPT is down this week.
Gus Johnson, thank you, Tyson.
There
it is. Can always rely on executive producer Gus Johnson. Tyson Hogan.
I love to have Gus Johnson as executive producer.
You're right.
It's Gus Johnson Day here, Jay.
Take me to the shed. Like, all right, you got it.
Well. That being said, odds are your carpets are filthy because your kids are sick. And you know what that means? OxyMagicUSA.com. That's right. OXY. MagicUSA.com. Matter of fact, I got to call Tom's today because his daughter is looking something with stand-up, and I'm trying to help her out, and I got to make good on that. Go to OxyMagicUSA.com. They're the best carpet cleaners in the biz. Drying time 3 to 4 hours. They use all kind of green stuff. The guys are great. They come in, they move the furniture around. The machine's no hoses all over the place. Dave uses them. I use them. 80 locations nationwide. They also have 0% financing. If you're thinking about, getting involved with franchisee day here at the stadium, there you go. Oxy Magic USA. Dave and I are currently in negotiations to do just that. A permanent. We are in permanent negotiations to own a clinic.
Yeah, no spread yet. I looked too. I wasn't seeing anything.
I didn't think so.
But a must ticket to go is Rutgers Penn State, because if they do get the doors blown off them by Ohio State, which you expect them to do, all of a sudden you beat a battered and withered and weathered Penn State team. You get to go bowling on the last game of the year.
Anytime you could beat Penn State is always awesome.
When's the last time they beat Penn State?
1988. 1988. And I was there. And people don't remember, Penn State had first down at the 1 yard line.
You were there, and I was fucking 3.
With a minute to go. First down at the 1. And they didn't get in.
Their own one or on the Rutgers one?
And you know where our seats were? We were on the 1 yard line low, which means we didn't see any of the game. You know, when you're at those low seats in football and you're at the corner of the end zone. Mm-hmm. I remember saying to my cousin, like, if there's a touchdown pass in the corner, we would totally be able to see it, like everything. But then we realized, we really can't watch the whole game now because way the other side. They had, you don't realize it was first down at the 1, and when you're that close, I'm like, oh my God, the 1 yard line. Like on TV, it seems like maybe get a push, but when you're sitting there on the 1 yard, you're like, all the guy got to do is just like dive a little bit. He's in, and then they didn't get it.
My dad says that all the time when there's like a first and goal from the 1. He goes, "Just lean forward."
Just lean forward. I know. I do that. I do that on punts and kick returns. Just run forward. Everybody's dancing.
Oh.
Anyway, we held him on that. It was a great one of top.
We're aging. We're aging Jimmy right now. I said I was 3 years old. Will was 12, and Tyson Hogan was 8. So.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's a senior at Rutgers.
I was just out. I was working I was selling computers back then here.
That's when you sold your Microsoft stock for nothing, right?
But I don't buy into this whole Penn State's going to roll over. I just don't think that's going to happen. And they're talented as hell. So but you know what? Listen, we got to lose to Ohio State, make sure no one gets killed, and then go out and try to beat Penn State on a cold, drizzly day. And I guarantee you, it's going to be 41 degrees.
Is that the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend?
Yeah, 41 degrees with a slight drizzle. It's going to be awful. Anyway, so that's that. Now, what I don't know, for some reason the show may go early. Well, I have a couple things I got to talk about, I guess. We went college day here at Shea. I know people say I talk a lot about sports, which we don't have to. But this college going to
the Knicks beat the shit out of the Nets the other night.
The net. What did I? By the way, those of you scoring at home.
The Nets stink. You said I don't give a shit. I was like, I don't care. I literally said that in the post. I don't care. It's the Nets.
I know. One of the funniest things is for my brother. Again, I told the story a million times. Sitting in the backseat of a car, the Giants were playing Cleveland. Giants hit a field goal to win the game with 2 seconds to go. And my brother, the announcer was like, the kick is up. And my brother just looked at me and goes, Cleveland stinks. It's like no enjoyment. So whenever Dave sends a comment like that, I just wrote, whoever they're playing, they stink. Yeah. Just like the Bears stink. I think the Bears really stink, but I guess they're 6-3 now, which is crazy. We'll get to more of that in a minute. But what the hell was I going to say?
College visits.
Oh yeah, college visits, man. You're a long ways off from this, but dude, it's like you gotta. We went to Delaware, and for some reason, when you pull up on the campus, because I was at college, all of a sudden you feel youthful for a second, and then you realize everyone looks like Miles and Stella. Like you don't realize how young you're. Like, wait a minute, like a sophomore is 19. They look like you want to go like, where are your parents? Like, watch the road.
Look both ways. What are you doing?
Both ways. I was like walking down.
Hold my hand. You just randomly get like, hold my hand. Hold my hand.
I was literally like, want to hold my hand. It's a little dangerous crossing the street. It's like, but it was really cool because my cousin's kid Julia is at Delaware, and she's at off-campus housing. So my daughter got to see like a real life off-campus housing with 4 girls in there, and Natalie, of course, was eating that up. That was cool to see. And I looked out her back window, and there's all these shitty frats, so they always look lousy. Right behind her place, Kappa Sigma. I was like, got a Kappa Sig here? She's like, yeah, like I'm a Kappa. When I said I'm a Kappa Sig, she looked at me like I was Santa Claus at the mall. Like, oh, what do you want? You like, have you heard of Kappa Sig? Rudolph with your nose so bright. Won't you guide my sleigh today? I was like, oh my God. But she was really cool. It was nice to see how the dorm is nicer than where I live here. The kids today live way better than we did. I lived in such shitty places at Rutgers. Even the Kappa Sig thing was brutal, but it was cool. They had a nice downtown, and I love the way every college you go to, you got to sit for a half hour and listen to like their intro to the campus, and they make it sound like it's like Stanford. Every school is like, we were. But then the one guy
no mind to the stabbing incident that happened 2 weeks ago. Like,
right. Or none of that. But you know what the guy said, which I laughed, and I said, I want to do it. Maybe I'll have Tyson do a chat GPT on this one. He's like, he goes, Delaware is responsible for a lot of great things. Anybody got a cell phone here? And well, that the screen that you could touch, that was developed at Delaware here. Like, so Delaware's in charge of the responsible for the iPhone screen. And I said to myself, was it just one guy named Ray working in a basement and go, hey, if you put glass on top of it, or was it like a guy from Delaware went to like a conference, was at the meeting for a half hour, figured out? I had no idea. But
Joe Flacco.
But I liked, yes, by the way, no one knows who Joe Flacco is at Delaware, by the way.
You know what's so funny? My brother.
I used that 3 times. We went to the little restaurant.
My brother, his wife went to Delaware. And so did my stepsister, right? So we met. My brother met his wife at Delaware, and it was right around. Well, my brother didn't go to Delaware. He was there. We were there helping out my stepsister move in, and he meets her.
Oh, that's cool.
Which Well, yeah. So what's funny is like Danny forever just didn't like Joe Flacco because he thought that like his at the time girlfriend was like crushing on him and shit. So my brother just never liked Joe Flacco because of that.
That's great. That's a good reason right
Too
there.
funny. And now he's still in the NFL throwing touchdown passes.
The funny thing was my cousin's kid, she's not into sports. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of cool things going on in Delaware. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, they always had a nice little Division III, Division II football culture. My buddy Kenny Barnhart, you sat with him, the tall guy. He went to Delaware, started for like 3 years, and they're actually Division I now. And some big guy's giving money there. They're actually like in 5 years, I can see, and Delaware up by 5 here against the Scarlet Knights. What a minute to go! So they got a lot of cool sport things going on there. But it was cool. And then of course, we had to drive back, and then.
Whatchamacallit hit me up with a friend request the other day, yesterday. Hank.
Hank Heinecker?
Yeah.
That's funny, yeah. Oh,
after what you were telling me the other day, dude, it's like Hank was on another level.
Hank was, I sat next to Hank for the Rutgers game, and my buddy Hank has a way of really calmly saying the most inappropriate. I won't even do it what he was saying, but he says it like just loud enough so that people behind him can maybe hear him. But it has to do with a sexual act when he thinks someone sucks. I'll leave it at that. And it's just, and then after a while though, like this lady behind me started like in the beginning, she was a little bit like appalled, but like I looked over like 2 quarters later, and she was actually giggling at everything he said because when Rutgers shit the bed door and points in the game, oh my God, it was so funny. Hank could be really. He's not the guy you want to sit next to if you're not in the mood for that kind of thing. But man, at a bad Rutgers game, you sit there, he's who you want to sit next to.
Will, you sent me a friend where I'm sorry, dude. I gotta look. I'm sorry. I typically on my Facebook, I typically just try to. Not that I don't know you, you're a fan of the show, but like and you're a friend of Jimmy's, but I typically don't answer like because there's a lot of weird people on the internet. Yeah, if I search for it, I'll look for it.
My Facebook got away from me for sure.
Yeah, it did.
I have tons of fake people on there. I got I'm taking an interest in your post lately, and we don't have the way to connect. Would you
send me $5,000? I'll send you my feet.
And it's always like it's always like where you from? Reading, Pennsylvania. Where you live? Reading, Pennsylvania. And the last thing is where you born? Bangkok, Thailand. Like, really? There's a lot of people from Bangkok living in Reading.
Most of the spam messages I've got lately don't even like speak correct English. It's just so broken.
Yes, it's like you are here and
want sex? Yes, 18 plus, and it's like, oh my God, what am I looking? Why? How did you find me? But these bots are insane, especially. I tell you right now, owning a professional wrestling company, dude. Every custom belt maker, they want to make you championship belts from like Pakistan and shit.
Right.
They hit you up like you wouldn't believe, but they hit you up on the dumbest shit. I can put like Happy Veterans Day today, right? And all of a sudden they'll be like, "Do you need custom belts made?" It's like, wait,
their algorithm.
What?
I'm convinced I got one of those Amazon Echo things. They're listening to me all the time.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because
the prince from Zimbabwe is awaiting his $5,000 deposit.
Yeah, I always do that. They need help. Those guys, they're locked in a jail cell in Zimbabwe, and they need. But anyway, after Delaware on Friday, we went to
that movie, Tyson. And you won't. I will.
What was that?
Hurry up and buy.
Oh, that's true. Today only. Then we went to University of Scranton, which I thought was awesome. Beautiful campus, right in Scranton. Scranton's a nice little town. It's not too shitty. And I was like, you know what? This is like a beautiful campus. The tour guide was awesome. The tour guide at Delaware, I wanted to call a timeout and talk it over. She did a horrific job of selling the school. Like, oh, that building over there is a building, and that's where math happens. She was awful. I know when they send you the thing. How was your tour?
They should have given you alumni member Joseph Biden to give you the tour. Folks, it's math.
You know what?
Math is over here.
Biden today would have gave a better tour of this place, but Scranton was great. The girl really sold it. We got to see inside a dorm, which Natalie gets a kick out of all that. But you know what? Natalie just didn't, and her mom just didn't buy into Scranton. And I tried to explain why I thought it was a good mix. I realized I'm getting beat here, and I'm just going to take myself out of the game. And So it looks like right now.
What are we down to?
I think it's right now. It's Providence, Fairfield, and Sacred Heart, but it's very early. We didn't visit.
Rutgers isn't is not in the mix.
We're gonna. Rutgers is still in the mix, but it's a bigger school. We're not leaning that way, but we may go visit Penn State as well.
Oh,
so Penn. So it's like Penn State.
What would that do to your heart, man? What would that do to you? Oh man, Jimmy, you would have to be. The podcast would be canceled.
Listen, I'd be very happy for her if she got in.
Of course, but
I don't think my daughter will pull the trigger on Penn State.
She knows how much that would burn you, bro. There's no way.
But you know what? No, listen, Penn State. She gets into the main campus there. It's not a bad way to go to school. I'd be okay with it, honestly. And you know what? Shout out just to Natalie. I know sometimes you listen on delayed, but. Just want to let you know, Daddy's always thinking of you, and I love you very much. So you know what I'm talking about. In other news,
no Penn State in that.
Yeah, I don't want to. You'll never see me wear it. I won't wear it. I'm not going to be like Parents' Day with the Penn State on.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, what your sister wears the hat of the whole Big Ten, the whole fucking conference.
I'll be wearing this shirt. I have a blue one though that says this. I'll wear that.
Your sister wears the whole conference on her head.
Oh, I know, and I got her the hat, but she didn't add the new teams because she didn't want to buy the extra little. There's not room for 18. That was her Christmas gift when we joined the Big Ten. I thought that was a funny thing. And other news here from the Omni. I went to, let me ask you this, Dave. Have you ever been in a $12 million house?
Maybe when I was taking like tours of the mansions up in like Rhode Island or something.
No, not the ones that are like part of the government now. I'm talking about like someone's home. Okay.
Oh, no. Well, my wife designs for them.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe. All I know is I was in a party. I'm not going to mention the guy's name. I might have mentioned him on the show before, but I don't want to do that. That's not what the point of this thing is. But I was in a $12 million house for a party. And in the great room, when you walk in with like the double bridal stairway, there was probably 150 people in that room. There was like 6 bars. The kitchen is bigger than your house. They had 5 security guards.
Where is this?
In Saddle River. 5 security guards, a valet when you pull up, and golf carts taking you from the street up to the house. The house was huge.
Let's rob this guy. Who is it?
But let me tell you something. And then there was 150 people in the basement with a band, one of those bands that would play like at the Osprey on a Saturday night, like one of those big, the sound system. They had TVs for karaoke because you could sing.
What was the point of the party? Birthday?
Twice a year. He has parties. One in November, one in April. It was just the.
Can you take me to the one in April?
You know what? I will. You'll be like, this is nuts. The little bars they had set up. One of them was a whiskey bar, and I don't know that much about bourbon and scotch. I know what I like, but I don't know about the high end stuff. One guy was like, dude, that's just. And it was like they were just available to grab and pour in a cup. I did not get to Ellsworth yet, so it's very funny. Tyson went a quick 3 out of timeout. But the one guy, there was no showbiz people there. I felt like I was like Burgess Meredith and Rocky. But like one bottle of bourbon, the guy was there and he's like, wow, I heard him go, wow, that's like, if you go to a liquor store, that's like $800. I was like, really? I was like, yeah, give me a drop. The taste of,
give me a drop.
And then I had like 2 very small tastes of very expensive stuff. Then downstairs, the band was, you understand, it was like being like downstairs at the Parker House, for Christ's sake. And the bar they had, if I blindfolded you, and with 2 flat screens behind the bar, if I blindfolded you and sat you at this bar and you were out, look forward, you would think you're in an expensive bar watching football on a Sunday somewhere. The liquor selection was mind-boggling. This is not the bar upstairs, the ones they set the bottles up. This is just like his regular. I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. But the cool thing is, and I got to give my buddy credit for this. You know how if you have a party, your mom's always in the kitchen cleaning out a plate, or your wife's like, we need more, Dave, we need more paper towels over here. You got to, no. They don't roll like this. They were at their own party, at their party. In other words, there was no family members in the kitchen. There was at least 30 catering staff people doing all that. They were downstairs dancing, having a. I'm like, you know what? If you got money, and all his friends were like, nobody was a douche. It was like, I looked at them and they were like, he was dancing with his wife in front of the band in his own house in his basement.
Oh, so you're at your Andrew Edelman's party.
Oh, please. But you sent me today. It's just I
love him, by the way. Like everything, I might look at everything like, man, this dude's got it all. I love him though. He listens to the show, so I don't want to like bash him. But I love him to death.
Andy, your posts are so. Matter of fact,
we're all below you. You realize that, right? Like we're all trying very hard in life. You are enjoying every bit of it.
Why isn't Andy Edelman a huge star? You know what? He's coming up. Let's get him on the show next week.
I would love to talk everything there is to talk with Andy.
Andy Edelman, if you listen to the show, if you're a friend, tell him Jimmy Palumbo wants you on. We got to get him on. I mean,
have to.
His posts are so funny. First of all, he's dancing in the hotel lobby with
dipping his wife in the middle.
With the chain from winning the.
He just got done with his bodybuilding competition. Awesome. Like the dude, and it's like, again, I love Jimmy. Jimmy was my guy, but I'm like, Jimmy, by the way, he's 62. Like he's 60 also, and he looks like that. Like, what the fuck are you doing wrong?
First of all, he's like 59. You'd be surprised what happens.
He's 60, my man. He's 60. Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah, I guess he turned.
And he looks like $1 million.
Yes, he looks like a wrestler.
Sam Grasso coming in. He just won of course.
Yeah, what a bodybuilding, and he's dancing with his wife. His wife is hot, and I met her once. She's a doll. It's just his posts are great. Let's get them on. Let's get them both on the show next week.
Yeah, right. Just get a couple on here.
I'm totally gonna text them when the show is over. So yeah, but this party, they were having like it was just incredible. But like everybody was having fun, and I felt poor there.
I envision this as everybody's in a suit, and you walked in your leather jacket and jeans, right? Or
I put the slacks on, but it was more casual. I should have been more casual. That's not the kind of party it was. He has really cool family and friends, and they were polite, and everybody, like, it was awesome. I waited a couple of days to text him. I just said, dude, say what you want, but you know how to throw a party, man. It was awesome, and I look forward to going to the next one.
Same.
Yeah, I'll see. But matter of fact, he said, "Oh, you could have brought more people." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't realize."
Top shelf, baby. Here we go.
If you try to match that party, you got to talk it over. I mean, you got to call a timeout. Put it this way: if you're trying to compete with him party wise, you're out of timeouts with 5 minutes ago. There's no question about that. But it was cool as hell. Which, of course.
You want to talk about your return to network television or what?
Yes. Now, first of all, okay, this is all right. This is me. I'm about to be an asshole now. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
So I got home late Thursday. I was running around to colleges, and so my friends, they play pickleball and stuff, and afterwards they go for a cocktail. And I realized I had it taped. I realized that I got there to the bar, Shannon Rose on Route 17, and there was like 15 pickleball people there.
Oh, I've been to that one.
Yeah, right, I went up to the bartender, and I realized, I said, hey, can you put on channel 2? They had all game Thursday night games on. Here comes asshole, changing the game. Put on Elsmith. I put it on, and I just said to like the group of 15 people that I know very well, I said, hey, it's funny, I'm going to actually be on a show. I don't think my scene is up yet. I said it, not bragging, just saying it'd be kind of funny, right? So my buddy Dave, of course, who always have shout out to Dave DeLisi. He did the audition with me. He was like, oh, that's cool. And then like one other guy was like, oh, Jimmy, that's cool. You're going to be on TV. And then somebody came up to me like, really? Like, we have to watch you on TV now? And I was like, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm like, then I realized when you take a hit, I was like, I was very calm about it. And then I looked at and I said,
how many fucking credits do you have?
Well, no, worse than that. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I know every week after pickleball, one of us is on TV. I just want to, dude, it was, and great. All you heard was down goes.
No, you're like, slip back, got her.
And then, of course, when I got home, I had to take it off the TV. But I thought the scene was going to be cut for some reason, or they were going to. It was pretty good. I think I did okay in the editing room. They kind of put it on the stars a little bit, but I think I got the point across. I was dressed kind of odd the way they had me dressed up, but I had no say over that. But Cha-ching, another network show, and I'll get residuals on that till I'm 75.
Now, does that meet your 2025 requirements?
No, we
still, dude, we're down to a month left.
We are in. It is at the end of the third quarter, 28-3, and Rutgers is backed up on its own 5. We'll be right back.
Oh no,
we are in, and that will. Those of you people don't know, I have to earn a certain amount to qualify for certain things, and
so, already 75.
Wow, Josh Diaz getting
Josh. Yeah, he's listen. He's a regular now, so he's allowed to throw haymakers.
All right, it's okay. I can take it. Listen. If it's funny, it's funny. I go by that, and you know what? Before you know it, if we're doing this show number 1175,
we're still doing this show in 15 years. Shoot us both. How about that?
Are the ref numbers still 3 numbers, or they got rid of it?
Yes, yeah.
Could you imagine if we start doing ref numbers? You know what? Okay.
That's the guy who blew the call against Jordan in '96.
We have to find out if is there a website on ref numbers, please? God,
probably out there. Yeah.
Chat GPT. It's Chat GPT day here at the stadium. But anyway, well, it's time for the world famous Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street.
Oh, God.
42 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 732-326-3937. Full service opticians. Go see Craig and Janine Jaybird. I was on the phone with her last night trying to get her to go to the game, but she was coming back from Vegas and she was shot. She wanted to go to bed. And I couldn't sell the Rutgers Maine game. I also called Caprio of cornholelevel.com.
You also called me, but you called me at 5:45. You're like, yeah, the game's at 6:30. And I'm like,
no, you said no earlier.
I know, but like you called me to ask around at 5:45.
I was you weren't the first call. I was scrambling.
So did anybody go?
I'm not sure. My brother might have dumped him back. I don't know what happened there. But go to Absolute Eyewear, the best opticians in Central Jersey. And they got everything. You get a discount if you mention my name. Go talk to Craig, who's the all-time strikeout leader in Corona softball history, and go talk to them. They're awesome. When you leave there, you don't feel like a jerk off. They're my people. They've been with this show
congratulations,
and
Will,
Sports since day one. Oh, there you go.
What's his name? Shout him out.
New sergeant at Woodbridge Police. That's what we do on the show now.
Did you see?
If you get a promotion, a friend of yours gets a promotion, just call up. We've mentioned it on the show here.
No, I only say that because did you see that? And this is not political. This is actually funny. Trump was in the booth.
Yes, and we swore in all these guys.
Swore in all the people, right? And it's whatever. That's awesome, right? Cool moment, right? Oh, dude, ready for this, Will? Ready for this, Jorge? Georgie? Yeah. His little sister, Stephanie, I dated her. She was my high school sweetheart. How about that?
Wow.
How about that?
I thought it said Jorge Posada as a sergeant.
That's what it was too. No, it's Georgie. He's got the boat down the thing. But what was I saying? Now I'm a little flustered because I'm thinking of my ex-girlfriend.
That chopper.
Costa Rican girl for 3. What the hell was I saying?
You were saying that Trump spoke.
Oh yeah, no, Trump and so the swearing part was cool. It's an honor and everything like that for all the upcoming cadets and everything like that, but like him calling the game, it's literally on par with everything that he says in life. Like, hey, Mr. President, would you like to call this next play? He's like, sure. He's like, big play, could be the biggest play of the game, some say. Like he just does the same shit. Like he doesn't miss a beat, and it was hilarious.
Now, didn't they just build that stadium? Because they're building. They want to build another one.
They want to build one back and put it back in DC. Because this one's in like Landover or something.
But it's not old. Is it 10 years old?
If this is the original FedEx Stadium, then yes, it is. RFK?
No, I thought they tore RFK down. I got that wrong.
This thing is falling apart, bro. That's why they want a new stadium.
And they want to name it Trump Stadium.
I mean, that's never going to happen. But like, I think
why not?
the fact that he even said that, I was like, dude, you're going to get buried for this. Like, just buried.
And he wants them to be called the Redskins again. So,
that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's another thing. We don't do that on this show. FedEx is
FedEx.
Yep.
Small
So
world.
FedEx is the old RFK Stadium.
I believe so.
I thought they redid it. I guess I'm wrong on
that. Yeah,
they
painted it. They painted the rust.
All right, like they do Beaver Stadium at Penn State. But we have NFL stinks list, and for the first time in 10 weeks, I realized, I look back, I keep everyone, I realized, I've been a little kind to the NFL this year. Those of you scoring at home, Tyson and Darryl and a bunch of people, I was like, you know what? I watched a little bit of too much football this weekend. So here we go. The New England Patriots, burns my soul. They're 8-2. Patriots are very good. End of story. The Bills, I'm so sorry. You are just an average football team. The Miami Dolphins, you stink. The Jets stink. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Jets won 2 in a row. Let's calm down here.
The Jets stink. Pittsburgh Steelers, you stink. I was right about Rodgers.
Unwatchable game the other night.
Baltimore Ravens, average. Bengals and Browns stink. Colts, very good. Danny Dimes. Jacksonville Jaguars, you stink. Oh, my God. Houston Texans, you're average. Titans, atrocious. Denver Broncos. Atrocious. Denver Broncos are 8-2. I have them at good. Barely. Chargers, 7-3. You're just good. Chiefs, incredibly average at 5-4. The Raiders, you stink. Who else?
They better stink next week. That trip's going to suck.
Philadelphia Eagles, you're very good. That can change. They can end up in VG territory soon enough. Dallas Cowboys stink. Washington Commanders stink. And the Giants are atrocious. Atrocious. Now, me and Tyson do the NFC North. He has the Detroit Lions as good. Sorry, I have him at average. He has the Chicago Bears as good. Everybody thinks that, right? 6-3. No. First of all, the Giants should have won that game yesterday easily on Sunday, going away. So I'm sorry, Bears. You dropped from like good all the way. You stink. The Bears stink. The Green Bay Packers, they stink, bro. They just stink. I don't care what anybody says. Minnesota Vikings stink. But of course, Tyson agrees with me on the Packers, and he has the Vikings as average. I have them as stink. So we disagreed this week, Tyson. NFC South, Darryl Clark Day here at the stadium. He has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as very good. Sorry, I have them just as good. He has the Panthers at stink. I have them as average. Falcons, he has stink, as do I, and we both have the Saints as stink. And of course, the NFC West, Seahawks and Rams are good. They're 7-2, not even close to being very good. 49ers are average. And of course, Arizona Cardinals stink. So that leaves us with 2 atrocious teams, 15 stinks teams. That's the most ever. That means, so 17 teams are either a stink or atrocious. I'm back to my old ways. 7 teams are average, 6 goods and 2 very goods. Week 10 here of the Jimmy Palumbo stinks list. What else do I have to say here? Beer League, just want to let everybody know, we are definitely moving forward. We got a little creative meeting tonight with one of the scripts. We have scripts 2, 3, and 4 in draft form, first drafts. The numbers are good. Please go to watch213.tv. Put in your email, got to sign up for an account, then go to search, type in Beer League.
You're not going to have to search. It's going to be right there.
Not necessarily. Just search for it and just make sure if it runs only 17 seconds, that means you're in the preview section. You got to get it where it plays the whole thing. It's about 17 minutes long. Please do that. Sign up. It's important. We can have more people sign up, but the numbers are good. Dave Sonkin is happy with everything, so that's cool. So go to watch213.tv and check out Beer League Last Licks. I'm still doing my marketing campaign on my own, and people are digging it so far, which is cool. And we're doing well with, we're getting there. Now I'm watching the show Tulsa Kings. Man, the show it's slipping off the it's I don't like the direction it's going in. And that's because
there's too many moving parts. It's like,
listen,
I'll still watch it. I think it's highly entertaining, but it's like, yeah, you're right.
You know why? Because Stallone's writing them instead of Sheridan and the other guy. So that's why. It's like two.
How many times? Also, if you want to play a drinking game for Stallone movies or recent Stallone stuff, Tulsa King in particular, Every time he does this, ready? Watch me.
Yeah, he does that whole
the shrug of the shoulders thing, dude.
They got him
adjusting his suit. It's almost as if he has like a tick. But I
love the show.
I love Stallone though. He's my guy.
Now, I will tell you, if anybody's been listening to me, my favorite show up until maybe this week was this Chair Company show. Okay, but please, Tyson or Daryl or Josh, this was the first show. The show is weird anyway, right?
What are you talking about?
The Chair Company.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the way this wasn't a season ender, the way this last episode ended.
Oh shit! I gotta watch that tonight.
Okay, the way Chair Company ended tonight, like I said here last night, I was like, oh, wait a minute, like not in a shocker ending, just like. How can I word this?
So nobody's screwing a pig or anything like that, right?
No, but like
Jesus Christ. Like we're on the path of a pig fucker.
No. It was definitely two humans, but
oh boy.
But I started thinking, if you're you know what? If you're the actress, I hope I assume you had no timeouts and you let the clock run out, because if your agent or it was the most inappropriate non sequitur ending I've ever seen in the history of television. Does any Black Mirror-esque? Good call there, Tyson.
I just said pig fucking.
I know, but the fact that he even, but no. And then it goes to the credits, and I was like, there I am at a bar watching me on Elsbeth, okay? And then I figured, was her whole family there to watch her debut on the Chair Company?
Oh, my God.
Dave, you got, I'm
going to have to watch it tonight. That's up next.
Skip to the last minute.
Tim Robinson is a fucking animal. Like, he is, like, everything that he's created is just
if you don't think the ending of this show, this episode is like your kids have to be asleep. Your wife has to be asleep. Yeah. Or you know what? I tell you what. Tell her Jimmy Palumbo said to me that we're going to watch this together, but ask her if she thinks the ending, it's not I mean, you're two adults. It's not, but you're going to go like, all right.
Now, I remember the last time you gave me this prerequisite, it took me like 6 weeks to watch Black Mirror, but I'm watching this tonight because this guy is amazing.
30 seconds of an ending of a program that I'm convinced the guy in charge of taste, or whether something's R-rated or something, he either went out for a coffee break or he was off that day, or maybe his kids had the sniffles. Maybe, Miles was in the doctor's office or something. I don't know, but he left. Guys, I'll be right back. I know I can't do the final edit. I'll be back in
Don't do anything fucked up.
But you know what? If I'm looking, I mean, you know what? I haven't talked to anybody just now about this, so we're live. I was like, wow, that was and maybe for some people they think that's cool. I was like, that actor's dad, I'm going to be on the Chair Company. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I'm at the end, I think. And then like I'm after pickleball watching Elsbeth, and I'm catching shit. And there's no way. You know what? Let me sum it up like this: there is no way she watched that episode with the family. There's no way. She had to be at DJ's, or she was down in Hoboken at a bar with her. But you know what? I want you to tell me. You're a fairly creative guy.
Sure.
I want you to tell me the through line of that. But by the way, the whole episode is nuts. A little bit too much. But you tell me if like, okay, like A plus B plus C, that kind of thing. You tell me if this, like, just act like you're the head coach of the Chair Company and say at the press conference to you, are you going to get a question from News 12? Say, hey, Dave, that last scene was
it's me, Bruce Beck.
It's Paul Spahala. You remember that too? Uh-huh. I just said Paul Spahala. Anybody from Woodbridge they're driving off the road now. Anyway, I got to give another shout out to my wonderful neighbor, Barry. He's an Irish guy. He's 80 years old. He randomly sends, these are the texts I get for him. Jimmy, at door, 4 scones. He makes like food. He puts them in a bag. And then this one yesterday was, Jimmy, at door, it's getting cold. Sandwich. And I go in, it's like a lovely corned beef sandwich on rye.
That's what I was going to say. Hey, Jimmy, at door, it's cold. Please let me in.
I know. But the best thing is, here's how you know. They think maybe I'm not on top of things. Not only did he give me the sandwich wrapped up in tinfoil, corned beef on rye, he gave me the mustard to go with it. Like
condiments and everything.
I was like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Wow.
Oh my God. Anyway, and also a shout out to my buddy Dave DeLisi, who has been instrumental helping.
It must be
out.
Nice to have a neighbor like that. My neighbor's like very quiet dude over here. He's a nice guy, but me and my wife are convinced that he's got bodies buried under his floorboards, and then I got ice that's probably going to attack the ones next door to me. So
it's ice day here at the stadium. Anyway, and also shout out to my buddy Dave DeLisi. Got to mention his name. He's been great. Helped me out with auditions. We got a big one for Jim Beam.
Oh shit!
Little Beam. Are you a Jim Beam guy? That's for men.
I'll drink whatever.
Really?
I don't think I've ever.
Whenever I bartended, if someone ordered
Jim Beam,
2 drinks.
Is that a whiskey?
Yeah, with 2 drinks. It's like a bourbon. 2 drinks that I always thought like I always call them men drinks.
My brother makes me those what are they called? Old fashions?
Yeah, but
those are good.
But like some people just get Jim Beam neat. The other one is Wild Turkey. If you run into a guy over 50 years old at a bar and he's only drinking Wild Turkey, give him space. Okay, give him space because you may yell out "Go Cowboys" and he
might slit your throat.
Yeah, like and as you're bleeding out, he goes back and takes a sip of his Wild Turkey. To me,
tonight got another one.
no pussy ever drinks Jim Beam or Wild Turkey. Man,
Wild Turkey will make you gobble.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't know if anybody agrees with me on that. I'm sure they make.
I don't think I've ever had it. I'm not sure.
I'm not talking about if you mix it with lemonade and shit. That's all. But I'm talking about so much drinking.
I can't listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can't drink any unless it's a shot, which I don't even like doing anyway. But like, I can't drink any things like by themselves.
Well, you're young. You'll see. One day,
my brother does now. He's like,
yeah, because you know why? You have a big meal, you fat fuck, and you sit there and you're stuffed, and you sip on a scotch, and it totally calms you down. Oh, Bushmills, another one, but Bushmills is not as nearly as there's just men drinks. It's not like there should be something on the bottle that just says "not for women" ever. You never see a woman carry
hair in your chest.
Yeah, you never hear someone say, "Give me 2 high noons," and my girlfriend Joni would like a Wild Turkey neat. Said no one ever. Anyway, that's it. Show number 242 here. That's it. And all right. I got to go figure out my life. I will talk to you guys next week. Next week.
Oh, so yeah. Programming note. First and foremost, before I get out of here, selfishly plugging this weekend, Saturday night at the Starland Ballroom. Guys, if you're professional wrestling fans or you just want to come support me, Sayreville, New Jersey, Starland Ballroom, 7:00 bell time. I'm putting on our 4th wrestling show. It's going to be fantastic. Come check it out. Tickets are on sale at the door or in advance at Starland.
I was planning on showing up unannounced, but I have I got invited to go see Chaz Palmatieri perform Bronx Tale and backstage at Carteret Performing Arts.
Yes, I did see that. That's awesome.
So I'll be there. I can't make it.
Of course he knows me, Will. Like, dude, all right, funny story, real quick. Funny side story. I was at my girlfriend at the time's house. That was his house that he was living at. And we fell asleep together on her bed. TV. And the door was like cracked open. And he comes into the room and he tugs on my big toe. And he goes, "Get up, come here." And I was like, "Oh shit." Right? He's like, "This never happens again." And I was like, okay. Like, so this is like her big brother looking after little sister saying no boys in the bed. Like, I was a junior in high school, so whatever. Make a mistake. But Georgie, from that day on, the respect was all yours, buddy. I love you to death.
Old falling asleep routine.
Yeah, no, I literally think we all took a nap, but whatever. But yeah, Starland Ballroom this week. He told me he yanked you out of bed. See, that's perfect. That's so funny.
This show is dedicated to hooking up in high school here.
Good times.
There you go.
It's so funny. You probably like, "Oh, you know Dave Sturgill?" Yeah, he yanked his ass out of bed. Yeah, so starlandballroom.com. Come support the wrestling show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then the following morning, I'm boarding a flight to Vegas because gotta go support my team, of course, for no reason whatsoever. With my brother. It's a 40th birthday gift from my dad and my brother. So I'm going out to Vegas to watch the Cowboys and the Raiders on Monday night. And then next Tuesday night and Wednesday, I am employed by Mack Truck for the Mac Masters Championship tournament. They're broadcasting it, and Jimmy, you and I would be a riot together. Like it's a competition on how to fix trucks. I know nothing about fixing trucks, but they bring an expert in to like tell me a little, and I provide the color and the little thing that dude, it's first of all, they told me the price or what they were going to pay me. And I was like, I'll be there. So it's a good gig.
Yeah, anyway, it's a good gig, I'm sure. So we might do the show Thursday or Friday.
I think Thursday afternoon. I have it slated for noon, hopefully, if that
Thursday
works for you.
Thursday noon, programming noon. All right, that'll do it here from the Omni. See you next week. That's that.